Hey tribe, Dawna here from Transformational Healing. And today for our spiritual check-in, we are going to chat about spiritual connectedness and your spiritual connection and what to do when you feel disconnected, those types of things. A lot about self-care. And as today is the full snow moon, I'm sure we'll be talking about full moon energies as well. So while we're waiting for everyone to get here, we've been chit-chatting in the live chat over there. So let us know when you come on. Even if it's at a replay, make sure that you comment, let me know that you watched the replay. That will also trigger the algorithm to tell you when we're going to be going live every Sunday and when the other videos are getting posted as well. So if you're new around here and you're wondering how to get announcements for when all the lives are going to be, to get your reminder or to get all kinds of cool discounts and awesome information about working while you're seeking, about how to get back into balance and how to do all sorts of things in spiritual realms and for healing your body, mind, and spirit, you can join our email list, the Transformational Healing Tribe. So you'd go to the link that I've put on the side, which is in the live chat, and also it's in the description below the video. But that's Transformational Healing by Dawna /tribe. So Rachel is back in the house this week. Last week she was away for her birthday visiting family, so she didn't get to come on. And I was going to ask her how it was, but she already told me in the chat. She said that she is glad to be back home for a little bit to recharge. Last week was awesome, but it was also pure insanity. So hopefully some of the tips and tricks that we've been chit-chatting about here will help her to get back on track to where she wants to be. And she said that self-care sounds perfect for her today. It's just what she needs right now. Locally Cultivated is also here, and she said that she is putting the baby down for a nap while listening, and she loves us. So it's probably the last we'll hear from her for a little bit. And so if you're here in the chat, let us know that you're here. Check in with us and tell us what's going on in your life right now. So I've been getting I won't say a lot, but I've gotten quite a few messages from people that are feeling that the winter blues, the winter doldrums, and that, the New Year's hype of setting those goals is over. They may or may not have reactivated those things during Imbolc, as I was trying to get you guys to work on those seeds and work on those plans and those goals a little bit more during Imbolc time, which has just passed. It's still Imbolc. You can celebrate Imbolc this weekend with the full moon. Celebrate it today. If you want to know more about Imbolc or Candlemas and the Wheel of the Year, it's the videos that I just did on the channel, and there's actually a playlist for it as well in the Wheel of the Year. But people are writing to me saying that they are trying to do things, but that they're feeling really disconnected right now. And my first response is to have them to watch the videos on grounding and centering, to do some guided meditations, to do the grounding and centering meditation that's on the channel. Because that, I think, will help you guys the most right now, because it talks you through being connected to Source, being connected to Pachamama, to the earth, and then feeling all of that here in your heart center. And then I'm encouraging all of you to do some self-care time. It's still that time to be introspective. It's still that time to be inside. Yes, we're planning and we're working on our plans and we're planting all those seeds of the things that we want to be working on. and we're working on that. But it is the perfect time to be journaling everything that you're experiencing right now, to be writing all this stuff down so that you can look back and reflect on things, and to go back through your journals and see how far you've actually come on your spiritual journey, that you're walking just like all the rest of us are. And we all have times where our energy is lower and times when our energy is higher. It's cyclical, and not everyone cycles at the same time. Not everyone cycles with the moon flows or with the wheel of the year. We all have our own internal balances that are going on that also affect all those different cycles of how we flow with the energies that are around us. So remembering to be mindful and to be in the moment, and to relish all of the little tiny things that we see, to relish the sun that's shining through the window on my face, and to feel that sun and to feel the warmth of that will help to bring you back to being in the now. Guided meditations are awesome. Listening to great focus music really can help. Taking a spiritual bath and really being present, feeling the water touching your skin, smelling the herbs or the aromatherapy that you add to that water, and keeping that intention present in your mind will help you to release all that stuff and help you to connect. So when you're feeling disconnected, I think a lot of the times it's because we're worried about the future or we're worried about the past. And so to be able to ground and center and pull yourself back to being here and being in the now and noticing little things that can spark that connection in you is one of the greatest things that you can start off with. So just my thoughts as we begin our little chat today. So Rachel says, despite all the insanity of my travels last week, being home after reconnecting with my family has me feeling very grounded and has renewed my determination to keep working on my wellness. Absolutely. I'm so glad that that has occurred for you. I know that all the cold that I got sometime around Thanksgiving that just keeps coming back and coming back, um, has definitely gotten me to be more mindful of all the different things that I'm feeling and the different things that I'm feeling around me and inside of me, and to be more connected to spirit as well, in that I keep trying to check in. I'm doing more meditations than I was, spending more time being quiet as I'm getting ready to cough. Sorry, guys. But yeah, the more I talk, ha ha ha, the more clogged up my throat gets instead of clearing, because it's clearing all the rest of the stuff out of my head. So that's always good. So I usually encourage everyone to have tea or coffee or something when I do all the promo stuff for the video. So if you caught any of that, what are you having today for your chit chat? Obviously, I have my coffee cup. So we're going with hot coffee for today. We did not go with a relaxation tea or anything. So that's usually some comments that people like to chit chat about and share what they're drinking today. But what, if any, more specific issues do you guys notice that you're having, or have for tips for people, because you've had them in the past, about feeling disconnected or about having problems doing all the things that I'm suggesting to help you to connect spiritually? Do you have problems with grounding and centering, or problems with staying mindful, Are there specific things that you know are going on with you that you are looking for answers for, that I might be able to get you guys some more tips and tricks for stuff? So, Rachel says, I picked up a sample from my chiropractor called Mystic Chai. It has rose petals in it. It's been beautiful and delicious. That sounds awesome. I had chai with rose petals in it. Speaking of, I have a couple of new tea blends that I'm working on. I'm going to try to get them out by the end of the week. We also got tons of new, some other fun stuff that I'll be working on getting up in the shop really soon. Oh, Rachel's very excited about new tea blends. And she says the chai with rose petals was too intriguing to pass up. She had to try it. So that's awesome. But I've been working on some new blends. I'm looking on like a hibiscus and rose blend. My goal actually has been to create a ritual experience for all of you, so that you know that I have a lot of the oils and matching incenses that go with them, and a lot of them have matching baths or matching sprays. And I've been working on pairing up teas that can go with those so that we can create an experience for you. So you can take a bath and have some tea and have all the different experiences of, say, bliss. So that one tea I was chit-chatting about with rose and hibiscus and lavender, we got one more thing in there, is been about, that's the bliss that I've been working on. So I'm trying to pull together a full package for you guys to be able to experience even just the tea as a ritual, and then adding in the other components if you want to. So I thought that since people have been really liking the teas lately, that might be a way to add something to your morning routines or your bedtime routines, to help with that connectedness, to help you to add those little aspects of spirituality into your daily life, because that really, really helps with staying connected, is being aware of being spiritual. And creating those routines really, really helps. And it's also huge for your self-care. You know, taking the time to just sit and have some tea, or taking the time to sit and, chat with, in the chat here, and to just listen to spiritual things, or do a guided meditation, or take a bath. All of those things are self-care. We have a great video coming out this week about skincare being self-care, and how you can add that to your spiritual connectedness, and add that into your daily routine for taking care of yourself, but also helping to be aware and helping to be mindful. So that's going to be a really cool video. And no, I am not releasing the skincare line. I've retired the skincare line. If you guys are still looking for things in the skincare line, I do still have some of that stock for natural cleansers and moisturizers and all that kind of stuff. I do still have those things. You guys can private message me about that. But no, this is the beginning of some of the videos that I'm doing coordinating with other people. So this is coordinating with Flora Skin Labs, who has an awesome line of skincare. So let's see. Locally Cultivated said, I've been drinking some mimosa tree tea that my brother-in-law gifted me. Mimosa tree. Let us know what it tastes like if you didn't already. I haven't read all the comments yet. She said it's very centering and a cheerful tree. That's awesome. So Rachel says, oh, wow. That sounds really awesome. So just commenting back to you. And Locally Cultivated says, I've been listening to your abundance mindset affirmations video each morning when I walk my dog. Oh, I hope that's, it must be really helping because you're doing it continually. And giving myself more validation to synchronicities as they arise in my day to day. And that's what I meant about being aware and paying attention to those little things. We just did the class on increasing your intuition and senses, an in-person class. I am working on an online version of that class, thinking about trying to do like a year-long project with it for everyone. But during that class, we talked about just being present and being mindful and paying attention that, you know, the little coincidences, those little gut feelings, those things are connection to source. Their connection to your higher self, their connection to spirit, their connection to your guides. And those synchronicities happen for a reason. So write them down, keep a journal of all those little tiny things. Sometimes seeing a bird is just seeing a bird, but sometimes seeing a bird is more than that. Someone actually asked me to make a video about omens and versus just, like seeing an animal as an omen versus seeing an animal as just an animal, that type of thing. So I'm trying to work out that and squeeze that into our schedule. And Rachel is cheering you on, Local. And Local says the mimosa tree tea has a warm, sweet notes like vanilla or amber, but certainly has a tree flavor to it. And she's laughing. So that's really funny. I'm going to have to, that's not one that I'm familiar with. I'm going to have to maybe play with it a little bit. Get some locally here and just a small amount, and then see if I like it, add it to my repertoire to add it to some of the teas that I make. But let me know what you guys think about the ritual tea idea. Is that something that actually intrigues you, especially if you're not here and you're watching on the replay? Make sure that you comment there too. Let me know what you think about that sort of thing. Obviously, it'd be packaged so that it has some sort of affirmations or things like that, like some card or information with it. And I don't mean a full ritual, like creating a sacred space and all that kind of stuff. That's not what I mean when I say about that. It's like just making it a little bit more spiritual for you, giving you some affirmations to stir into the tea when you're thinking about it, or ways to use it with a spiritual bath, those types of things. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So Rachel is now going to go look up mimosa tree because she didn't know it was anything other than an alcoholic beverage. And Rachel is very excited about the tea rituals. So hopefully they will work out well. So I'm not seeing any comments from these guys because they've been working with me for quite a long period of time about ways that are not working or things that they're getting stuck on. But if you guys comment in the video, after the video on the replay, I can also help you with tips and tricks. So don't worry if you're not here live. But if you do happen to pop in, then I don't know, let me know if there's anything that you're having issues with. Locally Cultivated says it's a whole new take on the tea party, a tea party with intention. Absolutely. That's just something that I've been trying to think about how to create and think about how to put forward. And Rachel is very excited and saying, dude, that is absolutely brilliant. I didn't read that correctly, but you know what I mean. So I'm just kind of thinking that might be a good idea to create. But I have tons and tons of new products. We're going to have all kinds of vintage stuff coming out, all the new crystals coming out. I'm thinking that we usually do a product spotlight every Thursday, and whatever product we do spotlight gets a discount for that day and that day only. But I think I'm going to be dropping new products every Friday instead of just listing them as I can and letting them be live. I think that every Friday I'll probably do a product drop, and they'll be on sale for like the first 24 hours that they drop, something like that. So let me know if Fridays work for you guys. And yeah, I think that that'll give me time, and it will be different amounts of products and different types of products every single week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be coming out with full lines or full launches or something every week. But I just have a lot of stuff, and instead of doing it all little bits and piecemeal, I think that dropping every Friday and letting you guys know what is new on the website every Friday will be part of the routine. So that will come out in the email list and also on Facebook and Instagram. And maybe I will even post it as a post here on, or do a quick short and show you guys some of that stuff every Friday here on YouTube. So we'll see how that can go. Got to get into that new routine. And that's how routines work. That's how your habits work. So I don't want you guys to, I also have goals that you don't quite meet, and then you adjust and you work on them. We're people, we're human, and we want to do things, but that doesn't mean that we're capable of doing everything as fast as we want to do it. I've been wanting to get this T line out since October. This is the first time I've mentioned it, so you must know that I'm at least getting a little closer to getting it out, right? Let's see. Locally Cultivated says, gosh, my biggest obstacle is myself. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm talking about. We're human and we all have those problems. But there are tips and tricks and things like those affirmations, that affirmation video that you're using, that we can use and use our spiritual tools, our crystals, and our routines to help us to keep on track, to help us to pull ourselves back to where we want to be, and to get ourselves and our heads out of our way, because that's the get out of your head and move back down to here, center. Locally Cultivated says, I've been going through cycles of affirming myself as archetypes such as healer or teacher, and feeling self-assured and excited to do the work. Then I feel kind of deflated and delusional, and it's a back and forth deal. Absolutely. Sending you lots of love and lots of encouragement, because you are achieving so much. You're changing so much every day, and keep those journals. Even if it's just little things that you can manage to write down, because I know that you have littles now, or at least a little now, and one that's getting a little too old. But they keep you busy. But even little tiny things, some type of journal, whether it's handwritten or on the computer, and it's amazing to look back and see the changes. I have journals from 30 years ago when I started doing this stuff, and you guys, you don't even want to know. So this is where I get a lot of my content from, is from my life, from things that I've experienced, from troubles that I had when I was just on the path, and all the things that I learned myself, and then all the things that I learned from my students as I was trying to teach other people how to do all of these things, and all the problems they had, and all the things that was brought back up in me. I learned so much from all of you that it is amazing. And I will continually keep learning every time. So don't be deflated when you're not meeting some ideal archetype. You're not supposed to be an ideal. It's something to work towards. It's something to work on every moment of every day and stay in the moment. That's more important. And I know that's where your heart is. So Rachel says, life is like the tides, local, and it ebbs and flows. Absolutely. I completely agree with that, Rachel. And Locally Cultivated said, yes, the affirmations video has been super helpful, especially because it is made by you who I trust. Thank you. And she's saying thank you to both of us. So, and that that it's very sound advice that we're giving to her. So, and we are sending her huge hugs and love as she strives. And that's what we're here for. That's what we try to do inside the Facebook community as well. So that's Transformational Healing Tribe. It's our Facebook group. And we try to support each other. We put up lots of posts through the week about a theme. So our theme this week is connectedness and self-care, which is usually what I do the Sunday video on. And then we start talking about it that week ahead. But sometimes the Sunday videos end up being on other things because there's so many other videos out on that exact topic that it just seems like too much rehashing. But it's usually some type of spiritual check-in that we do today to just see where people are at, to see how you're feeling, to let me know what I need to be putting out for posts. Let me know what I need to be putting out for videos so that I can help all of you. And to encourage you to keep working, encourage you to be mindful of what you're feeling, be mindful of what your body needs. I know that right now, my body says I'm dehydrated because I've been drinking coffee and nothing else this morning. So I'll be going to go get some juice. And that, things feel good around me. We cleansed and cleared the house. And that's something else you can do, actually, now that it's popping into my head. Paying attention to things that pop into your head is huge about being connected to spirit. So, we talked a little bit last week about in bulk being a great time to do spring cleaning. Well, spring cleaning or cleaning and cleansing yourself, your body in a shower, in a spiritual bath, and cleansing your environment, the house around you, is huge for connecting back to spirit. Setting up an altar to remind you of the things that you want to be working on, doing those vision boards, all the stuff that we've been putting up in the DIYs, the things that we've been talking about to help you to reconnect to yourself. So it's not only to connect to spirit, but it's to surround yourself with the things that remind you who you are, that remind you who you want to be, and to care for yourself and to love yourself and connect back into you, connect to your own heart. And I think that that's really, really vital right now. So that's why that self-care is so connected to spiritual connection, is because you want to embody the you that you want to be. And that's what I'm trying to encourage you to do. So there are several videos that I've done about connection and about self-care, and I've put them down in the description below. So maybe at a different point in time when I was doing a live, or a different point in time when I made a video for these topics, something else came out. I purposely did not rewatch. I did look at descriptions in them real quick, but I didn't rewatch any of those videos because I didn't want this one to be the same. I wanted this one to be in the moment, to be what it needed to be for all of you guys. But there's probably tons of other advice about connecting spiritually and different ways to do self-care, but in those videos, so I made a playlist of just them. You'll find that in the description below the video. And even if you're watching on this live stream, comment below the actual video once the video goes live, if you can. If it'll let you make a comment, then that would be awesome because it'll get it out to other people. Sharing the video out to other people really helps the channel as well. And make sure that you subscribe and that you hit the notification bell for being notified every time that a new video goes up. I try to go live every Sunday at 2, and we put out new videos on Tuesdays and usually Thursdays. Right now we're doing flashback videos, and I'll be trying to put up a reminder that we're going to be what the flashback video is for that week. So Gazenfar says something in a language that I don't get, but says good morning. And Waho. So we shall see what that is. He said yes. But if you comment below the video, let me know what's going on with you, then I'll be prepared for different advice for next Sunday. I'll reply back to you in the comments as always. And we will go from there. So it also helps me to create other videos that you need to go with. So we've been live for our half an hour now, and I'm going to head off. But I wish that you have a beautiful day. Thanks to all of you that have been chit-chatting with us. And I send you many blessings, and have a blessed day. And if you haven't had your tea yet, go stir something positive into that tea. Make sure that you feel cleansed and cleared, and take some time for you. It's really important. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.